Hi, my name is Mrs. Ludwig and I will be your AP Biology teacher this year. I wanted to take this time to tell you a little bit about myself and a little bit about the class so that you're familiar with what's going to go on. We're going to flip our classroom this year, which means that you're going to watch video notes and take them at home instead of taking notes in class. And then that way that'll give us more time to do labs and practice and things like that. So this is your first flip. So to start off, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Have been teaching for this is my 19th year teaching. I taught for 3 years at Seton and the rest of the time has been at Oak Hills. I am married. As you can see, this is my husband and these are my 4 lovely children. This is Stephen, he'll be a freshman at UC. This is my daughter Brittany, who is 16, is a junior at Fairfield. AJ is 10 and he'll be a 5th grader at Fairfield. And Kenzie is 4 and is not in school yet. One of my children wanted to take some time and talk to you and introduce herself to you, so I'm going to hand it over to her for a second.
Hi, I'm Brittany. I was gonna say don't do drugs and stay in school and eat your vegetables. And you can bring candy to my mom and have her give it to me because I like candy. That's it. Can we stop it?
Okay, now just a couple other things about myself so that you know a little bit about me. I like to read in my spare time, which I don't have any of because I have 4 children, and I work out a lot. I will be running a half marathon in November. These are my best friends. Just like I saw you share a little bit about yourself with your friends. These are my best friends. Okay, enough of that stuff. Let's move on to some of our policies and things that we're going to be doing this year. So here is our syllabus that you already got. We didn't talk a lot about this in class today, so I thought I would spend some time going over it. This first part is just an introduction of what the class is all about. We'll be studying 4 big ideas that you're going to be working with. The science practices you're going to be working with more too, but they're all listed for you right here so you have a reference point for them. That's information about our textbook. You can go online and put in this code and you'll get access to it online as well. And like I told you in class, you can leave those books, or if you haven't gotten your books yet, you can leave them at home because I have enough for a class set at school. Here's the order in which we'll be teaching things this year, or that you'll be learning things, so you can look through that and see where things will be. Our AP exam is on May 12th, which hopefully you will all be taking. Here's our breakdown of percentages. So your tests and quizzes are worth 50%, your lab's worth 40%, and your homework is worth 10%. Now the tests are AP style, which means that they are all AP questions, they are AP essays, they are designed to be half of an actual AP exam, so you get the experience of taking an actual test. So they are very difficult and your scores may be lower than what you're used to. But since I want you to have the opportunity of taking the right kind of test that is for the test and also for college, I do offer test corrections for every single test. So you have the opportunity to do that. Those will be done during class, during the second bell if it's a study hall day, or before or after school. Labs. We will do lots and lots of labs in class, especially since we're flipping our classroom. It gives us more opportunity to do that. Some of the labs that are required with College Board for our AP course are inquiry-based, and those take a long time. So it gives us a lot of time to be able to do these things in class. So you're actually doing science instead of just sitting there and listening to science. Homework, you will have quite a bit of work to do. Between studying and homework and labs. The main homework that you have is reading out of the textbook. Most of the other stuff that you have to do is either lab work or project work or reflection of articles. The actual homework is not that large of a part of your grade because it is supposed to mimic a college course, and you don't get very many points for homework in college. So that's the same as it is here. I would encourage you to come in for extra help if you need it, to ask for as much help as you can get. If you can remember that the College Board expects you to spend at least an hour on this course every single day. There will be some days that you might not need to spend that much, but on average, you have to dedicate some time to any sort of science class that you're taking that's AP in order to be highly successful. A service that I would like you to subscribe to is Remind 101. Your parents can subscribe to it. You can subscribe to it. And it's just a texting service that I use that will send out reminders to you. Sometimes I'll just send out some words of encouragement if I know that it's been kind of stressful. But what you'll do is you text that code at 31EC2 to that phone number, and then I will get it right away. Another thing that you can do if you have questions, because that you will only receive texts, you will not be able to reply to those. So up at the top of the syllabus is my phone number. Anytime that you have any questions or you need anything, please feel free to text me. It's mainly just a texting number and not my actual phone number, but I get the text right to my cell phone, and then I can reply to you pretty quickly. Okay, so back to some other things. Let's see. Here's your materials list. You can read that over. Please try and have all your materials in by Monday. The policies and procedures are pretty straightforward, just the traits of being respectful, being responsible, being cooperative, and being accountable. A couple of things that I want to talk about here. Missed work, please, I will be giving you a calendar with each unit so you know when things are going to be scheduled. If at all possible, please, please, please try to be in school on lab days. It's very difficult to make up some of our labs, so if you can be here, that would be much easier. Late work, the way that I do late work is that if it's a homework assignment, you have until the day we take the test to turn it in. If it is a major project or a lab report or something like that, you have until the Monday after it's due to turn it in. If you have not turned it in by that Monday, you have a detention that day and you'll be finishing it. It is not optional for you to do this work. You are expected to do it, so you will be staying. There is a penalty of 10% per day that it is late, so the sooner you get it in, the better. However, things come up. We're all busy people. I understand that. So you will also be receiving 4 NQAs. You can use NQAs to help get an extension on an assignment. Notice that I said an extension. It is not a free homework pass. You do not have any of those. However, if you just run out of time and don't have time to finish a lab report, or you didn't get a reading guide finish on time, you can turn in the assignment one day late with an NQA for no penalty. So you don't lose those 10% points. You can still earn full credit. If it's 2 days late, you could turn in 2 NQAs if you want. These are also your bathroom passes and your hall passes if you forget something. So you have 4 per quarter, so use them wisely. Hopefully tardies aren't an issue, but my tardy policy is there for you to read, and late work like I already discussed. So if you have any questions about your syllabus, let me know. I'll take a couple minutes in class on Friday to talk about it just to make sure everybody is good to go and we're all on the same page. I'm looking forward to, let me talk to you about a couple other things. I forgot, sorry. Here's our website. There's a link for it at the top of your syllabus. Let me pull it up. It looks like this. So for each unit, I'll have some sort of little video or article right here to show to you. Evolution is our first video, so I put in our first unit, so I put in this little video about lizards that I thought was interesting. But over here on the side is the part that you are interested in. This is, here's resources. Let me talk to you about the homepage first. These are our resources. I'll be adding links to this all the time, but here are some great places for you to go for extra practice. This is just a little bit about me again. And then in this middle, like I said, will be whatever unit we're on. Then each unit that we do will have its own tab. So our first unit is natural selection. So if you click on natural selection, right now I don't have anything in there, but I will have our calendar in there soon, and I'll have our links to our video files and links to the study guides that you need. So all of that will go in here. So you'll want to refer to this website frequently in order to make sure that you're up to date and you know where all the resources are. The other things I wanted to talk to you about. I already talked to you about Remind 101. Another thing that we're going to do is Socrative, which is just a quick little polling app that you have. So if you have a smartphone, if you could download the app, that would be great. And if you don't have a smartphone, it is not a big deal because we can get to it on a computer as well. But it would be helpful if you do have a smartphone to go ahead and download the app today. And you should have this paper, and you can just go to this website and download it, or go to the App Store, I guess, and download it. And then just a reminder to make sure that you check Progress Book frequently so that you know where you stand and if you're missing anything, so that we are on the same page and you know what you need to get turned in. I will also have that chart in class that I talked to you about today, that everybody has a number, and you will have any missing assignments listed there as well, so that you can check on those. All right, so I'm looking forward to a great year, and I encourage you to come and ask me any questions whenever you have them. I'm at school till 4:30 almost every day. Get to school early, so there's plenty of time for me to help you, and I know that you can be successful and you'll have a great year. I will see you in class.